In this edition, ACC staff receive pre-layoff letters, a truck overturns in the Pine, and the problems at KFC Collymore Rock. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, April the 29th, 2014.
Introducing the all-new RUBUS LPG composite bottle from RUBUS. These exclusive 22-pound bottles weigh 50% less than traditional steel cylinders and can be used for picnicking and day-to-day home needs. These composite bottles are translucent, allowing you to see the liquid level at all times, so you will never run out of gas unexpectedly. Lightweight, visible gas level, portable, corrosion-proof, eco-friendly. The RUBUS LPG composite bottle, available from RUBUS.
We begin with news of an accident outside the Ann Hill School in the Pine, in which a truck overturned. A school meals van was also involved in the accident. The driver of the truck appeared to be seriously injured and was taken away by ambulance. We had no other details up to the time of preparing this Nation newscast. It is a letter they dreaded, but close to 200 employees of the National Conservation Commission have been receiving correspondence ahead of their anticipated retrenchment on Wednesday. Throughout the day, 2 sentence letters have been delivered to NCC work sites inviting employees to a meeting with General Manager Keith Neblett at the Commission's headquarters at Codgerton House, St. Michael. The letters were handed out by supervisors. 194 of the NCC's 900 or so workers, that's about a fifth of the staff, are expected to be sent home. The Barbados Workers' Union said last week it had been able to save 50 jobs through negotiations. The job cuts are part of the government's mandatory redundancies across the public sector. KFC Collymore Rock seems to be facing some problems. Half a dozen uniformed female workers who normally serve meals were not working, just quietly sitting at a table. Instead, meals were being served by management and other personnel. It was unclear what was the source of the problem at the restaurant. One customer told Nation News when she went to purchase a meal, she was told by staff that they were not working. Management is expected to issue a statement soon. The fire at the mangrove landfill St. Thomas, which broke out on Monday, is under control according to officials. Thousands of tires caught fire, sending thick black smoke into the air for some time.
2 major fires in 2 years. One at the metal recycling plant and yesterday's at the mangrove landfill. They both underscore how much more we need to do to protect our people and the environment. There is no denying that Barbados has made major strides in recycling. A lot of materials which once ended up in the dump are now being repurposed or sold. Aluminum cans, PET bottles, scrap metal, glass, and other products are all being recycled. But with these fires which rage for hours and shoot a plume of black smoke miles in the air, we still have a lot to do. Those with respiratory problems like asthma must have watched in horror, praying that the dangerous smoke did not come their way. We need a cultural shift in how we treat our garbage. Recycling is a multi-million-dollar business. We need to explore all of the other options and see it as yet another means to drive economic development.
A date has apparently been set for the reopening of Sandals, Barbados. According to Travel Weekly, a UK publication, the renovated resort will open next January 28th, following an 11-month closure for a resort-wide enhancement. Reservations are now being taken with rates starting at $1,300 per person per night, double occupancy. The 280-room Sandals Barbados will feature a number of beachfront butler suites and swim-up river suites, indoor and outdoor soak-in tubs, and 11 restaurants, including the brand's first Indian restaurant. Disaster? We have an app for that. Disaster agencies in the Caribbean will have a new mobile application just in time for the next hurricane season, thanks to the Red Cross Society. Edmund Bradshaw, Director General of the Barbados Red Cross, said the software will be available from June the 1st, the first day of the season. It will allow disaster agencies and residents to source vital information on cell phones and other smart devices. In sport, the Disciplinary Committee of the Barbados Football Association has sent a strong message to players, handing down bans for up to 3 years. One player has been banned for 3 years and 3 others for 2 years for their part in an ugly fight earlier this month. Other footballers have received lighter sentences, including fines. Get the full details in Wednesday's Midweek Nation. Barbados, who are preparing for the Commonwealth Games later this year, that's rugby we are talking about now, have suffered a setback in their latest preparatory match. They were beaten 19-12 by Canadian team Balmy Beach, despite a second-half rally last weekend. After Barbados failed to capitalize on scoring opportunities in the first half, Balmy Beach took a 14-0 halftime lead. The visitors lost Ramon Bourgeois to a red card, and Tyler Sopik was sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes. Barbados were also hit by injury, but they fought back, but fell short. The next match between the teams is on Friday. And finally, the world's fattest woman, who tips the scales at 765 pounds, yes, 765, is determined to walk up the aisle to marry her toy boy lover, despite weighing twice as much as him. Housebound Charity Pierce needs to lose a massive 280 pounds before her wedding so she can have a life-saving gastric bypass operation. The 38-year-old from Iowa has already reduced her calorie intake from 10,000 to just 200 per day in the hope she can enjoy her first dance with fiancé Tony Saar, who is 22. Good luck to her. And that's Nation News for April the 29th.